Okay, some interesting stocks or rather sectors that Geosphere Capital is actually betting on. But let's find out from Kunal, what is it that the trade setup is looking like? Kunal, good morning. What's it looking like? Firstly, for the index, a huge buy figure from the FIIs. Are you now all set for a trade on Nifty Bank?
Yeah, so I think we've been bullish on both the indices, and I think the number was quite staggering. And maybe I think it could be some F&O adjustment, covering off positions on the F&O side, and then trying to buy this on the cash side. That could be the only thesis which one could probably look out for. But we may probably have to go into more granular details of whether it's more sector churn or stock specific, or whether it's index specific. So, for example, if they've squared off the positions on the index futures and then tried to look at this investing into various variety of stocks on the larger cap names. So I think that theme is something which is going to be very interesting. But I think it's been a fantastic market. The way the markets have digested 2-3 days of market volatility, managed to make a comeback. Just 2 days back, I think we were sitting at a 500-point retracement for the Bank Nifty, and yesterday we saw a similar kind of a move. But then the recovery in the second half was quite stellar. We managed to have a very strong October series. I think the Nifty gained almost 1,500 points thereabouts, from 24,500 mark to almost 26,000 levels where we closed yesterday. So I think on the back of this, the improving data points across the globe, the expectations of Fed cut, etc., I think this should keep the market buoyant. My expectation is that hopefully in the next couple of days, if not trickling into the next week, we should be looking at a new high for the Nifty.
But explain this to me, Kunal, because we have a research analyst, Ishika, who tracks this space, and what she seems to be suggesting is FIs chose to take physical settlement of a portion of their futures position instead of cash settlement, right? So no new money has actually come in, is what she is alluding to. It's only a settlement effect is what she is saying. Talk to us about what this means. Is new money coming in? What does it mean for Indian markets? Also, I was reading up that the short position now of FI stands at 80% instead of the 90+%, which it was a few weeks ago. In fact, just post the start of October.
Correct.
What does that also mean? And what does that mean for Indian markets and technicals? And what's the view like now on charts and on how does the support resistance level change? Give us a sense of that entire.
So yeah, so I think two questions embedded in your question one. So I'll take the latter part first. The FI numbers on the F&O side. 93% is where we started off the October series. 93% short, 92.7 thereabouts on the short side, and then closer to 6.7, 7.3 on the long side. That number till I think day before yesterday was almost 74%. So I think we may probably expect this number to reduce a little bit more further to just about 70%. So 70% on the short side, 30% on the long. And that's why you can attribute that this 1500-point rally has been on the back of a major short covering. Now, coming to the first part of a question, that, the physical settlement part, I think in the last few expiries, we've seen that post the new mode of settlement, which is on the physical side, that if you don't square off your positions on the F&O, you get a mandatory physical settlement in terms of individual cash. But that's also an indication that FIIs are ready to take delivery of stocks on the F&O category side, and those are larger cap names. So that's also another indication that the sentiment remains bullish, even if it was not, for example, a physical settlement or a high number on the cash side. But if the rollovers start to increase, which means you're carry forwarding positions to the next series. So that also I think is another positive to the market. So both of these numbers, as a data point, tells us that the market sentiment remains to be bullish, and FIs are willing to go long in this kind of a market, even at a point when we are very close towards the life highs.
Okay, and Kunal, what stocks are you betting on this morning then?
So to buy calls, Titan is the first stock which I would suggest as a buy. Now with the receding gold prices, etc., you've seen some bit of momentum building up into the stock. It's almost 200, 250 points higher in this last 1 month. And prior to the month of October, Titan was one of the major underperforming large cap names in the Nifty 50 basket. So that stock has made a dramatic comeback. We would expect the stock to go into a recovery phase even further into the fresh November series. So we'll look out for 3,800 as a target, stop us at 3,630. And from the private sector banking names, you're seeing a fresh breakout for IDFC First Bank. The stock came very close to the touching distance of breaking and closing above the 80 levels on the spot basis. It's already at a multi-week high, multi-month high, at current levels. So expecting this momentum to continue. A positional buy with a target of 88 and stop loss to be kept at 76.
Okay, on that